Hey guys. So are you what they call a runner? So I used to be a runner. I know you heard that. Used to. As in past tense, not no more. I guess in my head I was under the impression that if I ran for them, things would get done faster, the mail would get out a lot faster, and we just overall have a productive day. And boy, was I wrong. So I ended up getting injured about 2 years ago. And let me tell you, they don't care about you being a used to be runner. Okay? They want you to run for them all the time. So even when you get hurt, they don't care about that. They want you to still keep running that mail. And if you can't do it for them, they're going to do something for you. Cut your hours back. Try to teach you a lesson. Make your coworkers and all your people hate you. And why do they hate you? Because they have to do the work that you can't do. And so everybody talks about you. Everybody's mad at you that you can't deliver the mail, that you can't do what everybody else can do. I remember I even had a carrier say to me, "Must be nice. It must be nice to be hurt." Like I said, management could care less about you. You're not doing the work for them no more, so they don't care. To be honest, they take it as that you are, as I was told, I was considered a burden. Because I couldn't do with whatever the other carriers could do. And because I was running, now I have a permanent injury. Something that I'll have to live with for the rest of my life. So is it nice? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. We are one of the number one out of all federal jobs, maybe the third on the chart, if I'm not mistaken, but I think it's number one. We are the number one injured employees, okay? Meaning that it's more likely for us to get injured than anybody else in the federal sector. Now, why is that? Reason being is because we're out in the elements all the time. And guess what? We have packages, mail, and everything else to deliver in between. And sometimes, you can't be careful enough. Even with the proper shoe gear on, even with the proper gear on, even with everything on, you can still have an injury. So to all my runners out there, what I want to say to you is be mindful. Even whenever you're first getting into this job. When you first get into this job, they're going to tell you you need to run your ass off. Do not listen to that. When you first come into this job, you want them to see your natural progress. You want them to see that you naturally work at this pace. If you don't, and you wonder why they're pushing you past your limits, the reason why is because look at what you're doing for them. You're running the hell out of that mail. So I guess what I'm trying to say is you can be a runner and hurry up and get that mail done. And yeah, what might take you, might take another person 10 hours to get it done, might only take you 6 hours to get that mail done. But at the end of the day, when it all boils down to it, is this job really so important to the point to where you would actually end up with a permanent injury? I don't think it is. So that's why I'm telling all of you guys right now, to new carriers, anybody that's on board, if you've been on board and you've been running for a long time, hey, good for you. But to these new carriers out here that are doing it just because they're telling them to do it, if you don't want an injury, you need to slow down, take your time, and deliver that mail the correct way. There's a lot of steps in between that we miss trying to hurry up and get it done the fast way. And there's really no reason for us to do that. We get paid for 8 hours to do 8 hours of the route that day. So take that time. Just remember, you want to be sure to take your time. Take your time, deliver the mail. It's not going nowhere. Trust me. The mailbox ain't going nowhere either. So you got plenty enough time to get that mail delivered. And be sure to be using all of your safety precautions, making sure that you are working safely, because you don't want to end up with a permanent injury. I'm telling you, you don't want to, okay? Being this young, having a permanent injury is just like, it took a little toll on me for quite some time there. I ain't gonna lie. But then I realized that, hey, I took on this job and, yeah. But I am going to let everybody else know that when it all boils down, take your time. Do it the right way, because you don't want an injury. You do not want an injury, okay? You'll never know if you'll be able to repair it. All I'm saying is, take it from somebody that's currently going through the experience. Like I said, when you get hurt, and it's not your friend, they don't care for you, they could give two cares about you, because you can't do what everybody else can do. It's not worth having to deal with something that you'll never be able to recover from. And I say that because, you know, it's sad. But it's just not worth it. It's not worth it to have to go through that. So take your time and do what you have to do. If that means that it takes you a little bit longer to get the mail delivered, then it just takes you a little bit longer to get the mail delivered, you know? But don't rush yourself trying to hurry up and please them. Then you get hurt. Then they cut your hours back. Then they tell you that you're a burden to the other carriers. They cut you all the way back and then tell you that they're doing this to help you. Yeah, it ain't worth it. Slow it down. I hope this video will be helpful to the next runner out there. Because like I said, I was a runner. But yeah, I hope this will be helpful to you all. And all right, y'all. Peace out.